ZRX, we start with 1 hour chart. If you refer to our analysis, we have been looking for buy, and this is what we get. And when the price was exactly within this move here, we mentioned about the possibility of the price can tag the top and reverse, because we mentioned we can look for this flat, even we draw based on forward chart. That's why we mentioned if we get any continuation with the breakout of this top, we have to start to manage, because maybe the price can reverse, and this is what we get. And even if we put this top in relative to here, if we refer to indicators, we see we have a divergence. And this one of the reason why we were expected the price can drop. Okay, now I want to see what's the next. In this case, we move to higher time frame, we move to daily chart. Based on daily chart, as we can see, the price broke the previous top. And now I want to see what we get here. Since it is correcting, whether we can get continuation or it can tend to a deeper correction similar to what we have here, because internally we have a running flat. 1, 2, 3. Can we expect this one tend to a flat similar to what we have here for bigger correction before we get the next move? This is what we need to be quite, we need to be aware. And if we want to get any trade within this move, we need to be a bit careful. At least we look for the proper trade setup. Anyway, we move to forward chart. And as we can see based on forward chart, in my last video, we mentioned when the price was within this, we talk about the price tag and reverse, because we mentioned we can look for the flat. Okay, this is what we get. That's why we were expected the price to drop. And even based on 1 hour chart, we mentioned we had a divergence. And how about the forward? In the forward chart, we have a divergence and even MACD. That's why the possibility of the price would drop, we could expect it. And even it was very clear when the price dropped, take the top. Anyway, now we're looking for the flat. We want to see how deep this one can go before we get the next move. Now we need to know the price even can continue reverse from here, or even this one can retest this low before reverse. Because if we refer to the flat, we will have a different type of the flat. If the price couldn't break this low, one type, and if this one continue and break the previous low, we can look for the expanding, okay, before we get the reversal. We don't like to trade the expanding, because if the price break this low, because since the price have broke the previous top, and even the price break the previous low, we cannot confirm how deep it can go. Anyway, any reversal from now, we will take the trade. That's mean we can look for buy. In this case, we move to 1 hour chart. And based on 1 hour chart, we have nothing. The only thing says we want to see how deep it can go. But any reversal with the sharp move flag, we will take the trade. Either the price break this previous low or not. And having entry above this, right now we can have an entry above this, but this one will become a deeper, especially if it tests the low. Having entry above this top is not a really good idea. The best thing is we figure the trade setup. For me, I prefer to look for the trade setup rather than having entry above the top. Okay. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.